Welcome back to Vietmanager. Today we are going to study about quality management system. And in this training lesson of today, I will show to you how we preventive NG product because the machine. Firstly, we are going to study an example. For example, I have a rubber C here. And as you know that with type of different rubber, we have the formula different. For example, here is the formula of this rubber material. With this rubber material, we have total 4 types of different compound. Here I call it A, here is B, here is C, and here is D. And now, if the formula here is 100% of total own compound, it means compound A here maybe account for 30%, B about 20%, C about 20%, and D about 30%. And not only stop here, you know that with the formula 100% here, now we are going to deeply. For example, compound A 30% equal to 1.05 gram and B equal to 1.03 gram. And also same, C is equal to 1.03 gram. You can see that the tolerance here is very small. So to weigh this material, you need a precision weight scale. For example, here is your scale, and here is the monitor of scale. For example, with the compound C here, when you put on the scale to weight it, you can receive the result is 1.0 gram. And still here, you can see that the result here is different compared with standard. So we will adjustment NG because your standard is 1.03, but the result only 1 gram. That is why we adjustment NG. If you think like that, is not true, because you can see that with the standard here, we have the tolerance is 0.00 gram. It means we have 2 numbers here. But in here, we have only 1 number, because this weight cannot indicate 2 numbers, same as standard. So here, look like 1.0 and 1.03 is different. So in here, we cannot adjustment NG. That is why in quality management system, you need to take note one, that you need to select the suitable the machine, tools, or equipment, and so on, that they are need to suitable for your product. So you can see that this problem look like come from machine. Now, how we to prevent wrong by man? To do this activity, we already have a video called Work Instruction Standard. And now, after you already selected suitable machine, during the operators they are working, they need to record all the data in the check sheet. For example, here is the check sheet during they weight the compound of rubber. Example, here is the node, here is the standard, here is the actual, and here is judgment. For example, we compose A and B here. The standard is 1 plus minus 0.5 gram, and the B is 2 plus minus 0.4 gram. And now the actual here is 1.0 gram. We adjustment okay. Come to the node B. Now the actual is 0.5 gram, which means NG. But you need carefully in this activity, because if the NG happen only 1 time, it means the operator they are not follow the standards. But if the NG happen more than 3 times or more than the number that your quality flowchart requirement, maybe it is not belong to man mistake. In this case, you need to check your machine. So how we check our machine that the machine is still working correctly? We need to conduct verify and calibration. For example, here is your weight scale and here is the monitor. So verify activity is mean you take the standard calibration weight for checking the weight equipment. Example, here is the standard weight calibration. Example, the standard weight calibration is 1.0 gram and the weight equipment here also so the result is 1.0 gram. It means your machine here is still okay. But if your machine here shows the different number, for example only 0.9, it means your machine now become NG. Right after, you push the button here to reset your machine and it's become to OK 1.0 gram. It means this activity that you reset or fix machine here, it means you already do the calibration here. So all the activity of verify and calibration here not only keep in your operator mind, they need also record on the check sheet of calibration also. For example, here is the date 1 hour, here is the standard 1.0 gram, and here is the actual machine working is 1.0 gram, and you will final judgment that this machine still okay here. So now come to the next second, that with your machine you need to build up the calibration schedule. For example, on the June and on the December, you will have calibration activity. And maybe this calibration activity, you will get the support from third party. So if you use only third party support, it means your quality management system still not good. Now you can see that if you only 2 times per year to calibrate on the June and December here, it means another monthly here still have high rate. So with the good quality management system, we will not wait until everything becomes NG. We need to check, verify your machine daily or hourly, or maybe before you start your working. Example, here is your production plan in 1 day. After you mixing your material here, you need to check the weight and then you will have production here. And finally, you will come back here and do the next lot production. So the good quality system means before you conduct this weight, you need to verify your machine. For example, here is your standard calibration and here is your weight scale. Before you conduct the weight material here, you need to take the standard calibration weight on the machine. Check that result is 1 gram. 2 numbers same together, so you judgment okay. After you okay, you take the weight material on the weight and start to working. So with this quality management system, we have another method called quality building process. With this method here, I will training you for another video. Finally, come back to summary our training lesson today. Note 1. You need to select suitable machines, tools, or equipment that's suitable for your product and can support you to do correctly your job. Secondly, at the note 2, you need to build up calibration schedule and not only do just 1 or 2 times calibration per year. With some critical process or some critical machine, you need conduct, verify and calibration daily. And finally, the note 3, it means with all the activity you need to record in the check sheet, because this is the evidence when you try back your process if the product have any NG on the market or your end product already flow out to the customer. Thank you so much.